So, The Last of Us Season 2. First, you're probably wondering, John, why are you wearing a jacket? Because it's like 50 something degrees out. It's the end of May, and it's like 50 something degrees out. So, I'm wearing a jacket. I had to put my pajama pants on because I just normally just t-shirt and boxers, but I had to put my pajama pants on. I had to put a jacket on. And last night I had to close my window because it got so freaking cold in here. But then tomorrow it's going to be like 78, almost 80 degrees. But Last of Us Season 2 finale viewership down over 54% from Season 1. But keep telling us that people are still interested. It's like Doctor Who. You know, you see all these terrible numbers and, oh, viewership's gone down by 50, 60%. And people are still going to try to sit there and gaslight you into believing that the show's still popular. Apparently not if it's losing that much viewership. Doesn't work like, oh yeah, it's only got like 1 million people watching it, but it's still doing great. Warner Brothers Discovery reported that its season 2 finale for The Last of Us was down over 54% compared to the season 1 finale. I'm pretty sure everyone hated Abby just as much in the TV show that they did in the game. In a press release, Warner Brothers Discovery revealed that season 2 finale drew 3.7 million cross-platform viewers on HBO and HBO Max. That's down from 54.8% compared to the season 1 finale, where the company brought in 8.2 million viewers across HBO Max and linear telecast back in March 2023. See, 3.7 million compared to an 8.2 million, which was season 1. Yeah, people are just tuning in. Warner Brothers Discovery attempted to explain the huge decline, claiming it was down due to low viewing levels over the Memorial Day. I guarantee you it wasn't just the last episode that was like that. It's people tune into the first episode, get a kind of a taste of what the season's going to be like after the first episode. It's like Doctor Who. People tune into the first episode, and then the first episode will have like 5-6 million viewers, and then every other episode after that has like 2-3 million, because everyone's like, okay, we see the direction the show's going to go. We're not going to bother watching it. So, levels over Memorial Day holiday weekend. The company did go on to claim that the second season saw its global viewers per episode in season 2 increase from 32 million in season 1 to 37 million in season 2. It noted that global audience has exceeded over 90 million. Additionally, the finale viewership is down over 30% from season 2 premiere, which Warner Brothers Discovery reported attracted 5.3 million viewers. Aside from Warner Brothers Discovery data points, other data points indicate that show has seen its audience fall off. US TVDB notes that the linear viewership has declined from an average of 1.83 million in the back half of the first season to a low of just 652,000 for the second season episode airing on March 11th, 2025. That's nearly a 40% decline. But it's still popular, guys. It's like a super duper cool, awesome show. And losing nearly half of your viewers doesn't mean anything. Because there are people who like that show, which means obviously it must be a good show because there are some people who like it. That's the excuse they try to give. It's like, oh, well, I think the show is fucking awesome. You're just stupid. Yeah. Then try to explain the 50% decline in viewers. I don't know why I keep drinking all the ice water. Ends up making me fucking piss like a racehorse. Looking at the recent Nielsen data, the show attracted 805 million minutes watched for the week of April 14th through April 20th. That's the week of the show's second episode, but likely includes quite a bit of season 1, given the show's release on a Sunday. Nielsen tracks from Monday to Sunday. We got Black Mirror up there, number 1. Grey's Anatomy, Ransom Canyon, Bluey. Bluey is beating out fucking Last of Us. Young Sheldon, Handmaid's Tale, The Rookie. For a week of April 21st through the April 27th, the last week that Nielsen has posted publicly, the show attracted 937 million minutes watched. That's an increase of 16.4%. You. Andor's on there? Huh. Well, it looks like they actually beat out Bluey. Not by much, though. Grey's Anatomy, come on. People are still watching Grey's Anatomy. Is it like the fact that is there new seasons or something? Or is it just, it's like with South Park, just old, boring people just watch Grey's Anatomy. The decline in viewership for the season 2 finale has been accompanied with a decline in the show's audience scores. On Rotten Tomatoes, the popcorn meter, which was previously called the audience score, sits at a rotten 39%. In contrast to the first season, it had a 86% rating. The show overall rating is 63%. On IMDb, the show has an 8.6 overall score, but the season 2 episodes all have much lower ratings compared to the first season. The first season averaged an 8.6 rating. The second season has an average rating of 7.4. Number 15. No comments? Well, that's no fun. But I'm not surprised given the fact that season 2 was Abby, more Abby. I think people really lost it with her like, I'm gonna be a dad. Joel's death with letting Abby just for like 10 fucking minutes when he could have easily jumped up and snapped her fucking neck. I mean, it was bad storytelling, bad writing, bad cinematography. The Bella Ramsey and her face. I mean, but no, people didn't like Abby in the game, and they certainly don't like Abby in the show. It doesn't matter what she looks like; she's just a bad character. So I guess it kind of shows once and for all that her appearance and all that in the game, it really it bears no weight on the fact that she's just a shitty fucking character. So, but over 50%. But sure, I get that. I like the show. I don't know. Yeah, but there's clearly a reason why it's declining. Viewership is down over 50%. More than half of the people watching it have stopped watching it. So, great, you like it. Great, you enjoy it. Great, you think it's the dopest fucking thing ever, and you think that anyone who doesn't like it is a fucking loser. That's awesome. That's wonderful. Spectacular. But clearly there's something going on with the show that's making more than half of the viewers tune out. So just because you like the show doesn't make it a success or make it popular. It's like with Doctor Who now. You have Doctor Who more accessible, streaming services and stuff like that. They should be raking in big peepee numbers, like David Tennant numbers, back when he was a doctor in like 2005. 11 million views. No, they're pulling in like 2-3 million. In the day and age of streaming services. 2-3 million. That's pathetic. There's a reason for it. But no one ever wants to acknowledge the reasons why shows decline in viewership. No one ever. Instead, they'd rather attack the people criticizing it and calling it out. And instead of holding the people writing the shit accountable, these overly paid writing teams, no, attack the people criticizing it, because that's much easier. So clearly there's a reason the show is declining 54%, which is a big number. If it was a 10% or whatever, it's like, but more than half. 50% is half. 54 is more than half. So more than half of the viewership gone. For what reason? If it's such a great show, people should be watching it more. So, yeah. And it's like I said, it's the same thing with Doctor Who. They do this crap all the time with Rings of Power. Viewership declines by 60%, and they're like, "Oh no, everyone, the show's popular." The show's not popular if viewership is declining by over 60%. That means very few people are watching it now. It's not popular. Popular means there's a lot of people watching it. But when your viewership goes down past 50%, it's not popular. It's not. And there's something about it that's making people tune out. And again, rather than acknowledging the fact that it might be the characters being shit, just poorly written, or whatever the case is, no, it's the fans' fault. It's toxic fans. It's review bombing. So, but yeah, I'm gonna be a dad because everyone loved watching, what's her name, fucking Dina get fucking finger banged by Bella Ramsey. And everyone loved watching Abby ramble on for 5 freaking minutes, where Joel could have easily just, again, jumped up and snapped her fucking neck. But no, it's Pedro Pascal. So he had to be there, and he had to sit like the good little soy boy he is, and take in all that she was saying. Like, yes, I must atone for my sins. Joel in the show is not the Joel from the game. Seriously. But yeah, Last of Us season 2 finale. But it's a great show. Anyway, that's gonna do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.